Introducing the dumbest political ideology of all time, MAGA Communism. Now, for those of you that don't know, Alexander Dugin here is a Russian philosopher known for his fascist views. And at least according to some, he has word with Putin, and Putin listens to this man. Alexander Dugin's main thing is multipolarity. His whole goal is to remove the global hegemony of the United States and the West to promote the rise of alternative imperial powers, such as Russia, once again. And he manages to try to do this with propaganda to promote that the United States and the West are the ultimate evils and up to moral degeneracy and stuff like that. However, he doesn't do this just by promoting hard far right wing and fascist ideas. He tries to appeal to Western leftists, aka useful idiots. And he takes advantage of other right wing propagandists, such as Tucker Carlson, who recently did his interview with Vladimir Putin in Russia and tried to paint Russia as just some paradise that is a better alternative than the United States of America. And of course, with so called left wing propagandists like Jackson Hinkle, who is really just a far right fascist himself, but he loves Soviet aesthetic. And this is the thing. And when you look at social media and you look at the people that are calling themselves socialists, communists, or even sometimes just leftists, and you ask yourself, how come they're promoting far right worldviews? How come they are now posting anti Semitic conspiracy theories and all that stuff? How come their main ideology seems to be just America bad, America evil, but then they're sympathetic to dictators like Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, Ayatollah Khamenei in Iran, or even Bashar al-Assad of Syria, and also apologetics for Hamas in Palestine? This is why. This is a massive propaganda push, and the Russians are one of the leading actors in this propaganda push to paint the West as inherently evil in any and all alternatives as better than the West and the United States. And yes, it's literally the stupidest ideology in the world. And if you're a believer in horseshoe theory, even though I personally think horseshoe theory is rather stupid, this is the closest thing to it being true. And to make it even worse, like as someone who's read a ton of Karl Marx, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Attaching his name or his image to anything related with MAGA or Duginism is absolutely inherently stupid. Karl Marx was a son of the Enlightenment, and his position on liberalism and the West and all that stuff was actually mostly positive. Even his critique of capitalism isn't what most leftists think it is. He didn't think capitalism was inherently evil. In fact, he thought capitalism was one of the most progressive forces in all of human history. So much so that he felt that capitalism would be its own gravedigger to bring us to communism. And to do this, you don't go back to right wing traditionalism. You have to keep moving forwards. So if you have a friend that's a leftist or a socialist sympathetic to those ideas, and you start hearing them talk about Russia or any of these things as positive and how the West is evil and all this stuff, show them this video and tell them that they need to start reading books, not just social media posts.